Is your Amazon agency losing you money? Here's how to find the right one. Hiring the wrong Amazon agency can absolutely wreck your business. I've seen it happen, accounts destroyed, money flushed, and sellers stuck trying to fix the damage. But here's the thing. There are some critical questions you can ask upfront that will save you thousands of dollars, protect your listings, and help you find the right agency to grow your brand. In this video, I'm going to break down what makes a good agency versus a bad one, the must-ask questions before hiring anyone, and how to tell if an agency is really ready to help scale your Amazon business. So whether you're considering PPC help, creative, SEO, or full service management, this is your agency hiring cheat sheet. Let's dive in. First, what even is an Amazon agency? It could be a PPC specialist, a creative agency for images, SEO, listing optimization, or a full-service agency that handles everything from ad spend to inventory and reviews. Agencies are not one-size-fits-all. So, who should hire an Amazon agency? There are two types of sellers who should consider it. If you need one thing done well, like PPC or main image design, or for multi-channel brands, you're on Shopify, Walmart, Amazon, etc., and you need a team to run your Amazon so you can focus elsewhere. But what if Amazon is your entire business? You probably shouldn't give full control to anyone else. You're the CEO, remember? Here are the pros and cons of hiring an Amazon agency. First, the pros. They bring deep expertise, like a whole team for the cost of one hire. Faster scaling due to systems, experience, and resources. They've seen it all and can anticipate problems you'd miss, constant exposure to Amazon trends, and algorithm changes. Of course, there are cons to every decision. It costs money, and sometimes, a lot of times, bad agencies can seriously hurt your account. The call with the CEO can win you over, and then you might get assigned to junior team members, misalignment in goals like charging rev share, or, it can eat your profit. Bottom line, a good agency is worth every penny. A bad one could cost you your entire business. Now, the first question to ask yourself, am I even ready for an agency? If you have a weak product, no reviews, and a bad listing, and it's not an agency problem, it's a product market fit problem. Agencies amplify what's already working. After answering this, ask your potential Amazon agency, why did they start this agency? What are their credentials? Avoid people who freelance for 6 months and now call themselves experts. Look for founders who run successfully brands or lead teams at legit agencies. One-man show agencies can seriously harm your business. Question number 2. Have they worked with brands similar to yours? If you're selling supplements, don't hire someone who only worked in fashion, for example. Every niche has its own specifics. Ask for references and real numbers, strategies, and outcomes. The goal here is to see if their method is repeatable and they can help you scale faster than if you do it yourself. Now, flip it. Who have they failed with and why? If they dodge this or blame the client for everything, it's a red flag. Every good agency learns from its mistakes. If they claim they don't have any, something is seriously off. Question 3. How do you define success? This is massive. If you and your agency don't define success the same way, you're going to get disappointed fast. Ask them, what does success look like to you in this engagement? Now, here's the key difference. Some agencies will say, we'll increase your revenue. Sounds good, right? But more sales don't always mean more profit. Others will say, we'll drive more traffic to your listing. Okay, cool, but what if that traffic doesn't convert? What you want to hear is something like, our goal is to help you grow profitably. That means improving your ACoS, TACoS, conversion rates, and overall contribution margin, not just throwing money at ads. Even better, they should ask you how you define success. If you're focused on profitability and long-term brand equity and they're chasing top-line revenue, you're going to clash. Also, make sure you're aligned on key metrics. Are you optimizing for profit per unit or total market share? Do you want to break even to grow fast or maintain margins and scale slowly? Are you in a launch phase or a scale phase? A great agency will adapt to your goals, not just plug you into a one-size-fits-all playbook. Question 4. How soon will I see results? Here is a trap. If an agency tells you, we'll double your sales in 2 weeks, run. That's not realistic unless your listing is already primed and you're massively under-optimized. On the other hand, if they say, Oh, it will take 6 to 12 months before you see traction. That's also a red flag. Unless you're building from scratch, you shouldn't have to wait a year to see progress. Here are some reasonable expectations. 30 days, initial audit, testing, ad structure cleanup. 60 days, first signs of improved performance, ACOS, CTR, ROS, etc. 90 days, clear trend lines and optimization benchmarks. Ask them how they'll track short-term wins while working towards long-term goals, and what KPIs they're targeting at each stage. If they don't have a timeline with benchmarks, they're not prepared. Question 5. How will you communicate with me? How often? You're trusting them with your money, your brand, your business, so you need to know, How often will we talk? Who do I talk with? A strategist, an account manager, a support team? How will I get updates? Slack, email, Loom, videos like Zoom calls? Else, what is it? We'll send you a report every 2 weeks. That's not good enough. If you're running ads daily, you need real-time updates. Ad performance can change fast. A single day with a broken campaign could cost you thousands of dollars. The gold standard is the following, if you ask me, of course. Daily or weekly check-ins via Slack or email, weekly performance summaries, monthly strategic reviews, ask to see a sample report, ask to see a real client Slack conversation. If they hesitate to show you how they work, that's a big red flag. This isn't just about transparency, it's about peace of mind. You want to know they're actively managing your account, not just logging in once a week. Question 6. Can I meet the actual team who will manage my account? This one's big. Don't fall for the sales pitch trap. A lot of agencies put their best, most charismatic people on sales calls. You talk to the founder or high-level strategist who seems like a genius, and then you get handed off to someone junior with 3 months of experience managing 15 other accounts. You need to say, can I meet the account manager or strategist who actually be running my campaigns and working with me day to day? This is why it matters. You want to know they understand your niche, you want to get a feel for how they think and communicate, and of course, you want to be confident they're not learning on your dime. Ask that team member direct questions on strategy. How would you structure PPC for a product with a 30% margin? Or how do you handle seasonal dips in conversion rates? What's your process for launching a new ASIN? Their answers will tell you everything. Question 7. What's your pricing model? Let's be real. Some agencies have pricing structures that quietly bleed your profit. Here are the 3 common models. Percentage of ad spend. Be very careful. This can lead to agencies cranking up your spend just to get a bigger cut. Worst case, you're scaling your ads but not your profit. Percentage of sales. This is way better than ad spend if you align on profit goals, but even here, be cautious. If sales go up but margins go down, you're the only one who loses. Flat fee plus small percentage of profit. This is usually the best model. Why? Because you know exactly what you're paying and the agency is incentivized to grow your bottom line, not just top line revenue. And one tip from me, ask for a custom model. Some agencies are flexible, especially if your brand is growing. Question 8. Do you offer education? This is massively overlooked, but critical. A good agency won't just do the thing. They'll explain why they're doing it. They'll break down the logic behind campaigns and changes and teach you what to watch out for. They'll empower you with knowledge so you're never fully in the dark. But if they're secretive and say things like, oh, that's our internal strategy, you wouldn't understand. Or, we'll handle it, don't worry about the details. That's a red flag. Either they're hiding something or they just don't want to be held accountable. You don't need to become a PPC expert, but you do need to know enough to make smart business decisions at the end of the day, right? All right, now that you know exactly what to ask, where do you find these high-quality agencies? Here are the top places. First, word of mouth. Ask around in your network. Personal referrals are gold because you're getting feedback based on real experience. Conferences. Meet agency owners in person at events like Prosper Show, Sale Plus Scale, Summit, ASGTG, or White Label Expo. You'll get a vibe for who's legit and who's just good at selling themselves. Check online, for example. You can check clutch.com for agency reviews and case studies, Trustpilot for customer satisfaction, LinkedIn to see who's endorsing who. Look for agencies with consistent praise across multiple platforms, not just one polished testimonial. Brands slightly ahead of you. This is an underrated hack. If you're doing 500K a year, don't try to copy a 100 million brands agency. Their playbook won't fit your business. Instead, find someone doing 2 million, 5 million a year, just a few steps ahead, and ask who's helping them grow, or who helped them in the recent past. That agency will be more affordable, it will understand your stage of growth and offer more personalized support. Okay, let's wrap this up. Hiring an Amazon agency is a big move. It can change the trajectory of your brand. The wrong choice of an agency can cost you lots of money, energy, and time. So let's recap. Be honest about where your business is. Vet their experience and their failures. Align on what success means. Demand transparency, communication, and accountability. If you're ready to grow and think it's the right time for an agency, go in informed and confident. And if you want my team to audit your account or build a custom growth plan, check out the link in the description. If you like that video, subscribe to this channel. I'm dropping videos on Amazon strategy, PPC, AI tools, and real talk that will help you scale your business faster. Leave a comment below with your agency horror story or a success one, hopefully. Let's help each other avoid mistakes and grow smarter. See you guys in the next one.